I don't know. I was down in Tucson a couple days ago, and it was so funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little bit off topic, but you brought up the kicking out illegals or whatever. And I guess in their defense of these kids, these college students, I guess looking back on it, I wasn't very familiar with what the governor, the governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't even know if we can say that word on YouTube anymore. Anyways, I wasn't too well versed on what was happening, but that was the last time California actually had a quote unquote Republican governor, and it was just so weird to listen to these kids that I mean, they don't even recognize the most basic names, bro. Like they know Joe Biden, they barely know Kamala Harris, they don't know the governor of their own state, they don't know anything. Like I had like some questions lined up, and then I realized, like, dude, we gotta pull this back. Like we have to tell them these things. We have to explain these things to them, and then they can't even comprehend the sentences that I'm saying. They can't.
What do you mean?
Like it's like they're looking at you, but they're not absorbing the information. If I give you a very simple story about Doug Ducey sending migrants from the border to Washington D.C., it's like they didn't even comprehend that information. I'm genuinely curious as to how they can read a book and take in information. And I mean,
So are
granted,
they
we
just
were only
waiting for the sentence to end just so they can say, I don't know anything about politics, or what?
no, they go into word salad. I mean, just complete and total word salad. Like,
Mhm.
and we don't know what's happening. And I'm genuinely thinking, I'm like, dude, what is going on in these classes? Like, are they? I'm genuinely curious to know if they can read through a book and understand, or an article, not even a book, a regular news article, and comprehend the information. And another weird thing, and again, I'm not trying to like diss these kids super hard, because it's really a bigger problem. It's not really their fault, I think, in the grand scheme. But we watch these kids, we're only there for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Like it wasn't that long. We didn't, we were just trying to get a little, talk to a couple people. But what I think another part of it is they're made nervous by an iPhone camera. We're not we're not a full blown, like we don't have a big DSLR, we don't have lights and it's an iPhone camera, a tripod, and a wireless mic. And that appears to like scare them maybe. So on one hand, they spend, 85 to 95% of their day head down in an iPhone, but as soon as somebody else's iPhone is pointed at them, they freeze up and they can't comprehend what you're telling them. They can't. It's really bizarre, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just glad that there was no social media. There was really no. I mean, very few independent quote unquote journalists when I was in college, so I didn't get embarrassed like this. But I don't know how we got here, bro. It's actually quite sad, and I don't know